us that you got the best, the hottest band in the world.
Smack 'em a gob, everybody. Hey, it's Black Sabbath Sunday, and it's a Dennis Turney Jr. track-by-track album battle. And he wants me to put the Scorpions' Lovedrive, which is my favorite Scorpions album, versus Black Sabbath's Mob Rules, which I love that album, and I would even say I like it more than the Scorpions album. But they're both amazing albums, so let's get this started. Alright, we start with Lovin' You Sunday Morning versus Turn on the Night. I'm giving that one to the Scorps, man. I don't really think it's a great opening track, but it's a great track. So I'm giving it to the Scorps. Alright, next, Another Piece of Meat versus Voodoo. Ooh, this is super hard. I have come to the decision which one I like more, but it was tough to put Another Piece of Meat over Voodoo, but that's what I'm doing. That song rips so hard, man. Man, I remember, man, back, because this is the first Scorpions album I ever heard. And I heard it for the first time in Germany, oddly enough. German band, I heard, because me and my parents went to go visit my brother in Germany who was stationed in the army, and he had this album. And man, this song, Another Piece of Meat, for me was like, back then, hardcore metal. Hardcore. I still would call it a metal tune. It's still a metal song. A lot of these bands get diluted over the years. Oh, it's not metal, it's hard rock, whatever. Not Another Piece of Meat, man. That song is still metal as fuck. And yeah, I still think it's hardcore, man. It's a ripping track. Alright, I'm giving that to Another Piece of Meat. Alright, next. Always Somewhere versus Sign of the Southern Cross. I love them both, but I gotta give that one to Sabbath, man. Sign of the Southern Cross, my favorite song now off the album. Used to be Falling Off the Edge of the World, but it's Sign of the Southern Cross, and it gets the point. Alright, next, Coast to Coast versus E5150 / Mob Rules. That's how Dennis Turney told me to do it. Add E5150 with Mob Rules, and that way they can even out. Alright, so, and I love Coast to Coast. It's a great tune. I love that they still play it live, but I gotta go with E5150 Mob Rules. I'm giving it to Sabbath. Alright, now let's flip the album over with Can't Get Enough versus Country Girl. Now, Can't Get Enough is kind of like Another Piece of Me too. It's pretty fucking metal, man. Hardcore kick-ass. I gotta go with Country Girl though, man. That song is just so beautiful. I love it. In dreams I think of you. Can't get enough of that song. That wins. Alright, next. Weirdly enough, I do not like reggae. Actually, I hate reggae. Yet, my all-time favorite Scorpion song is reggae. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody there? Whatever. It's my favorite Scorpion song. It really is, and it's reggae. How weird is that? And I can't stand reggae. Oh, I also like Jamaica from Led Zeppelin. Of course, I'm giving again Slipping Away, which is a great track, but I gotta go with the Scorps, man, because it is my favorite track. All right, next, Lovedrive versus Falling Off the Edge of the World. Man, I'll never forget, because see, I knew Lovedrive. I listened to the album, my brother gave it to me. It was a hand-me-down. Before I saw the Scorpions open for Ted Nugent, it was Ted Nugent, Pat Travers, and opening act the Scorpions. And I was pretty close to that show. And I'll never forget when they played Lovedrive. It cranked, man. But I gotta go with Falling Off the Edge of the World, dude. That one is fucking awesome. Alright, now we end it with Holiday versus Over and Over. I love them both, but I gotta go with Holiday for sentimental reasons. Holiday reminds me a lot of my brother's first wife, Eva, who was from Germany. He met her in Germany, he was married. He got married to her, brought her here. And there was a time I spent time with Eva while my brother still, was getting his shit together to get out of the army to come, he was already leaving the army. And I spent a lot of time with her alone. And yeah, I was a little kid, and I had a serious crush on her. Of course, I didn't try anything because it's my brother's wife. But I really did have this secret crush on her. And it doesn't make it any better when I'm a little kid going through puberty where she was comfortable being naked. Like I would see her naked. It was crazy. I'm giving it to Holiday in ode to Eva, man. Eva was an awesome chick. And it didn't work out with her and her brother, but yeah, there you go. So Dennis Turney Jr., this here is the final score. And as you can see, it's a tie because they're both awesome albums, man. And Dennis, Melissa, thank you so much, man. You got more track by tracks coming up. You got a Serious Hungal coming up, and Frank Marino and the Power Rock and Roll, my all-time favorite Frank Marino album. And let me check. What did he put it against? Because I was like, oh man, it's gonna hurt. Let me see if I can find it. I can tell you all what to expect with Dennis Turney Jr.'s track by track, future track by track, which is Frank Marino, the Power Rock and Roll, versus AC/DC Let There Be Rock. Oh my God. I'm going to have to pick some awesome songs over awesome songs. And the other one he wants me to do is Fate's Warning, The Spectre Within versus Serious Hungal, Frost and Fire, which he told me I turned him on to Serious Hungal. How cool is that? And expect those in the coming days. And I want to thank everybody out there for watching this track by track album battle brought to you by the great Dennis Turney Jr. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. I really would appreciate it. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty like Dennis Turney Jr. and Melissa. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.